What up, man? It's your boy NBM back again with another one. And today, like I said, I was gonna be looking out for my R&B head. So today, I'm gonna mix an R&B vocal using Waves plugins. So it doesn't matter what DAW you use it in. This is gonna be with Studiorack. You got Studiorack. I'll probably put the preset at the end for you guys. If not, you guys can rock along with it. You know what I'm saying, and create your own preset. So real easy to do, man. You know what I'm saying. It's a song I got coming out featuring Sequence Clark. Pretty dope, you know what I'm saying? He did real dope with the hook, man. I appreciate his talent, man. So I'm gonna be using Studiorack and then some of the plugins I'll be using. I'm not gonna put a reverb or a delay in this preset pack. You can pretty much add that yourself. I really don't like to put the reverb and all that on but I'll put it anyway just in case you guys want to use it that way. That way you don't have to mess with the reverb if you don't know how. You don't have to tap the delay. All you gotta do is just change the timing of the delay and you'll be cool. This is gonna be a real dope tutorial, man. Make sure you hit that subscription button. Also that bell notification to keep you in tune with all the latest content I drop. Hit the thumbs up, man. Let me know you guys appreciate the content, that you like it. You know what I'm saying? That kind of helps the channel grow a lot more. Make sure you drop a comment below. If it's something you want to learn, leave a comment, man. Let me know what it is. I may not tackle it this week. I may not tackle it next week, but it will get done. And when it is, you'll know once that bell notification hits you, and you'll know NBM just put up that tutorial you've been looking for. Though, before we even get into this tutorial, you already know what we got to do. We got to roll that intro, man. Let's get it. So I already got the song up, and then like I said, I'm gonna be using Studiorack. So if you got Studiorack, just pull up Studiorack. It'll be that easy. So I'll play the song back real quick. It's just a hook, so you know what I mean. It's an R&B hook that my boy did for me. His name, he go by Sequence Clark. So if you want to look him up on YouTube, Sequence. I know y'all know how to spell that, and Clark, you know, C-L-A-R-K. You know what I mean, Clark. So yeah, let's play it back real quick.
I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man. Me right now, smile no frown. He ain't never around. Hold you down.
All right, so that's it right there. Let me just mute it because I'm gonna just mix the lead first. So let's open up Studiorack. Now, first plugin I'm gonna use, y'all already know what's cracking. I gotta go to that SSL channel. You know, clean up any noise in the room. I believe this is it right here. Boom. All right, and then like I said, what I like to do is I like to turn the range up. Y'all know that. I like to turn this up to about 20. Let's take that up. All right, let's play it.
I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man. I'll give you smiles, no frowns.
All right, cool. So like I said, this plugin just pretty much eliminates some of the noise in the room. It helps with that. And then the next plugin we're gonna do is the surgery. So this also help with like cleaning up some of the noise in the room. And I think I'm gonna use let's see, man. I want to use the GEQ Classic, but let's just go with the Q10 for right now. Then let's turn on band 1. And then what we want to do is turn on the low cut. And then let's just take the frequency up to about 100. We don't want to do it too much. Let's listen first. Whoa.
I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man. I'll give you smiles, no frowns. So let me hold you down.
Okay, so let's turn on 2, and then with 2, let's take the frequency to about 200. Hit enter on that. Let's take this band. Let's take the Q and bring it down a little bit to about, let's do 3.5 just to see. Then bring the gain down on it. Let's go 2.0. Let's just see. You know, you want to dial it in, you know what I mean? But like I said, I'm giving this preset to y'all, so.
I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man. I'll give you smiles, no frowns.
Okay, that's pretty
So
cool.
let me hold you down.
All right, that was cool. So then the next band, let's turn on 4. And then with this one, let's take this to about 350. Let's also bring the Q down on this one. Let's go 3.5 with this one. Let's take the gain down a little bit. 2.5.
I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man. I'll give you smiles, no frowns.
So that was a little before and after. So now let's go to band 5. And band 5 is already at 500. There's another frequency I like to take out. So with this one, I'm going to take to about 6.0. Bring it down a little bit. Take that down to about 2.0.
I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man.
All right, that's cool right there. So that's decent enough for me right there. Then let's just do it before and after so you guys can hear it.
I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man.
All right, cool. So we got that going. And then the next plug-in, let's take it off of silence because I'm going to use a compressor. I'm not going to boost the highs right now. I'll do that with the EQ after this, with the compressor. And then what I'm also do is I'm going to assign these. So I'll take this to the threshold, I believe. Where's the threshold at on here? Let's see. I believe that's it. Yeah, so basically what I'm doing right now is I'm setting up these knobs right here. I'm assigning these knobs to what you can execute and use. You know what I mean? Like I said, if you don't want too much threshold, you can dial it back. But if you want to take it to 20, you can. You know what I mean? If it's too much for you, just dial it back. So I'll use that. So I'm going to assign these to, you know, pretty much everything. Now, I'm not going to assign it to this plugin because this is already kind of set. So the next plugin we're going to use is the compressor. I will assign it to that. So let's go to a compressor. Dynamic. So we're going to use the CLA2A. For his voice, I definitely want to use the CLA2A. So let's take it off of solo. I believe it's off solo. Let's play it.
I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man. I'll give you smiles, no frowns. So let me hold you down. I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man. I'll give you smiles, no frowns. So let me hold you down.
Okay, let me do that one more time.
I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man.
Okay, so I like that. Now, if that's too much compression for you, what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to take the peak reduction, assign it to this. We can do peak reduction. So all you got to do is use this knob to dial it back if it's too much for you. You know what I'm saying? And this will pretty much help you out a whole lot. You can dial it back if it's way too much for you. But pretty much I got the gain set. Just make sure your vocals is hitting around -12 so that way you can get the same processing that I'm getting on this vocal too. Just make sure when you're recording your vocals that they are -12. So, all right, so we got that going. And then the next thing I am going to add is the EQ, which we can use the API 550B. And like I said, all I use is the high frequency knob right here. I don't use any of these, so just use this knob. Like I said, if it's too much, just open it up and dial it back. So let's play it.
I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man. I'll give you smiles, no frowns. So let me hold you down.
All right, that's cool. So I'm not going to assign this one to anything. I'm going to just leave this as it is. You can always click on it and just dial it back if it's too much, or if it's not enough, you can boost it up a little bit, you know, to your liking. And then, like I said, we got the SSL, we got the Q10, CLA2 API. Now we're going to add a De-Esser to it. You know what I mean? These are like my favorite plugins from Waves, you know what I mean? Well, all of them are. Like, I can use all of them. So let's go to the De-Esser, and then let's see if the De-Esser is here, which it is. Then, you know, we can just load the preset, the male De-Esser, which that frequency is pretty fine with his voice. So let's dial it in. And remember, don't hit your attention span to pat, you know, your attention span past. You don't want to touch infinity, and you definitely don't want to be hitting 12. You want to kind of keep it in the middle between 6 and 12 if you can. So let's do it.
I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man. I'll give you smiles, no frowns. So let me hold you down.
That's pretty cool. So what I'll do is I'll go back to the EQ and see if I can boost it a little more. If I can, I'll take it back.
I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man.
So remember, sometimes when you have the De-Esser, it kind of take the highs away just a tad bit. So you can just boost it a little bit more, and you'll see that the syllables are still being catched. You know what I'm saying? So you'll be good in that area. So that's pretty cool right there. So like I said, I'm not going to assign that. And then the next plugin I'm going to use will be, like I said, I'm going to add a reverb for you guys and a delay for you guys on here, so you guys can use it like that. So I'll add a reverb real quick for you. Let's use the Mani reverb. Pretty dope reverb. And then I'm going to use, we'll find as we go. So let's play. And then I am going to turn the dry and wet down. So that's what I'm assigning to you guys, is the dry and wet. So let's go to the reverb and then assign the dry and wet, which will be the dry and wet. So this is what we're going to control with this. So if you do have too much reverb, you can always dial it back. You know what I mean? So let's play it and then dial the reverb back.
I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man. I'll give you smiles, no frowns. So let me hold you down.
Now remember, with when using these reverbs on a single channel like this, it tends to kind of bring the volume down to me a little bit. It kind of take away the clarity a little bit. So if you want to use this, you can. I think it sounds great sometimes. But if not, you know, you can always hit the end button on it, turn it off, and then just actually add a reverb to it. So, and that's what I'll do. You know what I mean? So we got the dry and wet. The next thing I'm gonna add is a delay. Let's go to the H delay. Now you can actually use these if you want. Hold on, let's go to delay, and we'll use the H delay. So we'll do a quarter note and turn the analog off. So we'll do the dry and wet also with this one. Let's assign this to the dry and wet. Now, this one is different. I believe this one is mixed. I'm not sure. Let me see. Okay, yeah, there we go. So it was mixed. It's not dry and wet on the H delay. So let's play it back, and Let's see. Now, if you want to add like a little telephone effect, you can. You can actually turn these up a little bit, turn the high pass and low pass up some if you want. But if you don't want that telephone effect, just keep it off. And then let's play it back and dial it in.
I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man. I'll give you smiles, no frowns. So let me hold you down. I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man. I'll give you smiles, no frowns. So let me hold you down. I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man.
Okay, that's cool. And then the next thing I'm gonna add is a limiter, just to give it that boost. You know what I mean? Give it that little boost that I want in the song. So I'm gonna just take this down to -0.1, and then see how much space I got to boost the vocal, because I'm trying to create this preset to where all you guys got to do is just bring the volume up or down if you need to blend it in with your track, and just change a few little things if you want. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to make it easy for you. So let's play it.
I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man. I'll give you smiles, no frowns. So let me hold you down.
And then, you know, with songs, you know, I always tend to clean up like, you know, certain stuff I hear after I hear the song go off. So let's see. Okay, then now, like I said, with R&B vocals, I like to add doublers. So I didn't add a doubler in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a bus. Now you can do this in any DAW. You can create a bus in any DAW if you want, and then create that doubler effect if you want. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over here. Let's go down to like doubler stereo. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a return track. Then on that return track, which is C, I believe, which is C, I'm gonna take that doubler and put it on there. Okay, cool. I'm not gonna mess with anything from that doubler at all. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it up on, let's see. Okay, let's play it.
I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man. I'll give you smiles, no frowns. So let me hold you down.
Now the dope part about Ableton plugins is that I really like their reverb, and I really like that delay that they already have, you know, set on here. It's pretty dope. So I'm gonna go back and let me go to the actual vocal real quick. Open up Studiorack, and let me turn off the delay and a reverb on here, and then use the reverb on here, which you can use any reverb, you know what I mean? If those reverbs help you, that's cool. So let's turn up the reverb and the delay on this. I believe I have it set. Okay, let's see.
I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man. I'll give you smiles, no frowns. So let me hold you down.
So just to know that, you know, you do have Arsenal with your stock plugins if you want to use them. But we're not gonna use them, so we're just gonna keep, you know what I mean, because this is a Studiorack preset for y'all. So I'm just showing you that you have options, that you don't have to use the reverb and delay in here if you don't want to, and just keep the keep the ones you have on your DAW if you want, and then turn these down, and then we still have the doubler going. Let me see.
I can treat you better than he can. No.
And I believe I'm mixing in mono right now to level out my vocals with the instruments. So now let's move on to the next vocal. So what I'll do is I'll copy this. I'm not gonna add any type of auto tune because this dude can sing without that. You know what I mean? Like, let's see.
I can treat you better than he can.
Okay, so with this one, so what I'll do with this one, I'll actually take the low end right here, the first bend, and I'll just bring that up a little bit more, kind of give it a different flavor. Let's see.
I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man.
So I believe both of these are the same. Let me see. I'll keep this one a little different. Let's see. So go to Q10. Bring the frequency up just a little bit on this one also. If they're both the same, I'm going to pan them out. Let me see.
I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man. I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better. I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better.
Okay, so then I'll move on to the next one, which is this one. Let's see what this vocal is. Like I said, right now we're just copying and pasting. And then I'll listen to the vocal to see if I want to change the EQ on it. And then actually what I'm going to do is, I don't want all my EQ to be the same, so I'm going to actually dial back these two. This is the lead. I'm going to actually take this EQ, dial it back one. Take this EQ, also dial it back one. I don't want it to have that same tone. And then we're here. So with this one, like I said, let's play it and then
I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man.
Now, what I like to do with this vocal is definitely bring this up a little bit to give it a different tone, to give it like that radio feel, that radio effect feel. So I'll take this all the way up to about, with this plug-in, let me test it and see first.
I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man.
And then with this one, I want to add a little more reverb to it. So I'll push that reverb just a little bit more. Let me bring that up to about 14 to see how that sounds.
I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man.
Okay, then I'm gonna go to the next vocal, which will be, I'll be having to make sure my camera ain't cut off, man. Let's play it.
I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man. I'll give you smiles, no frown. Never around, so let me hold you down.
Ableton is just so clean to me, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, we gonna do a little switcheroo, man. You know what I'm saying? So let's go to the next one. Let me see what's on the next one. Like, I do way more steps to this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really supposed to be giving you guys this preset. You know what I mean? But I'm just going into detail so y'all, you know, you can see what I'm doing also.
I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man. I'm what you need right now. I'll give you smiles, no frown. He ain't never around, so let me hold you down. I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man. I'm what you need right now. I'll give you smiles, no frown. He ain't never around, so let me hold you down.
So definitely what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw some delay on some of these vocals.
I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man. I'm what you need right now. I'll give you smiles, no frown. He ain't never around, so let me hold you down.
So pretty much that's pretty much everything I do far as mixing R&B. And then I'll go back, like I said, I'm gonna go back and level all the vocals and stuff like that. But I just want to kind of show you a starting point to where you can add these presets to where you can get that good effect going to where you don't have to, you know what I mean, do too much. Now all you got to do is just level the tone and level the volume of your vocals and get everything to blend in. Let me see. I think I got this in mono right now. Let me play it in, okay, yeah, it's mono. Let me play it in stereo.
I can treat you better than he can. No cliche, I'm just a better man. I'm what you need right now. I'll give you smiles, no frown. He ain't never around, so let me hold you down.
Yeah, so what you can pretty much do is, like I said, level out your volume and everything like that. Like I said, man, it's going to be real simple and easy to do for you. Like, it's creative for you to just, you know what I mean, have a creative process, man. So, and then, you know, some of your ad-libs and stuff like that, just take the, take the EQ and dial them back a little bit. You don't want them all to sound the same. You know, then it's kind of like, it seems like things get mushy to me when it kind of sound the same with all the same frequencies on it, the same EQ, the same highs on it. So, yeah, and that's pretty much it, man. Like I said, I'm going to give you guys this preset. Let me save it. Let's see, save to a new file, put in a preset menu. Let me see, can I save it to a new file? So I'll do it to my desktop. It's an XPS file, so you should be able to open this up in any DAW. So it's XPS. You should be able to open it up in Logic, Pro Tools, whatever you want to open it up in, it'll open up for you. So I do NBM RNB preset, man. Boom, and it's y'all preset, man. From me to you, you know what I'm saying? Say that. Bam. Hold on. NBM RNB preset. That way I can save it on mine. I'll have it myself. And then that's pretty much it, man. And all you gotta do, if you want to load this preset, just go to load, open preset file, go to where the preset is, open it up, and it's gonna load up right there. Bam. It's easy. It's easy work, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. And that's pretty much how I mix an R&B vocal. Keep it real simple. Like I said, some of the plugins you can use to kind of fatten it up. I like to use a doubler. The doubler kind of opens it up a little bit more, kind of gives it that dope tone that I like. And like I said, you can take this, you know, do what you want to do with it, fix it how you want to fix it. If you want to change the compressor, you can, but I got that compressor dialed into where all you got to do is just mess with the peak reduction on it, and you don't really have to do too much on that. As well as the EQ, you guys can do the EQ. And do me a favor, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that bell notification to keep you guys in tune with all the latest content that'll drop. Make sure you hit all on that bell. That'll let you guys know when I'm dropping something new. You know what I'm saying? So if you did request something, be on the lookout for it. Also, hit that thumbs up. Let me know you guys appreciate the content. I know I said it in the beginning. I'm going to say it again, man, and again. But before we roll out, you already know what we got to do. We got to roll that outro. Let's get it.